What is going on, Awakened Ones? I hope everyone is doing wonderful today. It's a new day. Might as well be. If you have been following me on this journey of love of wisdom so far, thank you tremendously. I say this throughout all my videos, but I really just love you dearly just for watching. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Brittany Fontanez, and what I do, I assist people into awakening their power to find the infinite love within themselves. Now today, I want to talk about what you ask for, how it's going to come. The how is not your position. It's not any of your concern. We live a lot in our physical form, mostly just being physical and thinking that's how limited we are. Being very physical, very materialistic, we have an issue with being very egotistical. What do I mean by that is that when we live in our ego a lot, the ego just has a tendency to think that it has control over everything. Now don't get me wrong, the ego just does nothing but good for us. It wants to do what's best for us. It wants to assist us. It wants to be in control because it thinks it knows what's best. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But when you allow yourself to get into a state of worry, to get into a state of thinking you're not good enough because you don't know how you're going to make it happen, you're really perpetuating yourself into not understanding how much power lies around you that's more powerful than you are. Now, I'm not saying you're not powerful. You are connected to this universal power. But you're not in control of how everything comes about. For example, we weren't in control of how we were going to be born. We weren't in control of how we were going to look. We weren't even in control of what name we wanted to be named, what beliefs we wanted to have, what parents we wanted to have. We weren't in control of any of that. On a spiritual level, we did choose certain circumstance and hardships that we're going to go through in life and achievements, but we didn't physically choose how everything is going to play out. And the how is not any of your concern. All you have to know is that you are guided and you are given what is best for your higher good. And all you need to do is ask and be in the receptive mode to allow what you have asked for. And you also have to know, not just believe, but you have to know that everything you ask for is already yours. You already got it. Like Ariana Grande says, I want it, I got it. It's just, that's how you have to look at it. You have to know that it's already yours. You have to know that you are worthy of it. You have to know that if you ask for it, it's already yours and you're already worthy of it, and it's already coming your way. When we put so much emphasis on how things should go, like for example, I used to be that person who wanted to be in control of everything. That was my belief system. I was surrounded by that. I have to be in control of this. I have to be in control of that. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. I always used to think oh, if I'm going to receive this amount of money, this is how it's going to come. I'm going to get it from this kind of person. This situation is going to happen to me. Oh, I could just see it. I could just think it. There's nothing wrong with imagining things, but don't put yourself in a position where you think that you have it all figured out. Because we don't. Moving forward is such I wouldn't say scary, it's such an unknown process that sometimes we just wish that we knew. We wish that we knew it all. We wish that we knew what was going to happen next. But to be honest, what's the joy in that? What's the joy in thinking that you know what's going to happen next? There's no joy in that. There's no adventure in that. There's no way of seeking appreciation for how things unfold. And honestly, there's no way of truly knowing how magical this universe is. If my mentor actually did this beautiful thing that I started doing, it actually starts working. She says, wouldn't it be nice if, and after the if part, she puts what she wants. Like the other day, she wrote an email out and she was like, I started doing my what ifs again. And I started telling myself what I really wanted. And then she's like, What if I get a viral video today? Immediate, like 2 hours after, she got a viral video. Now, I'm not saying this, just to let you know how, well, you are very powerful and you can manifest anything you want immediately and instantly. But I'm only sharing this with you is because what if everything does work in your favor without you having to put your hands in the clay at that time? What if you allow yourself to let go of what you've asked for and you already knew you put it into the universe, and the universe is already working on it, and all of a sudden you start flowing with the rhythm of your alignment to the point that the universe just leads you to those things, and even through things you don't think you want to do, or through those people you don't want to be with, ends up putting you in those certain predicaments to the point that all of a sudden it leads you to what you asked for. Like, what if you let go of the control? What if you just realize the how is not your job? Like, what if everything did work out for you? Wouldn't it be nice if everything worked out for you? Wouldn't it be nice to let go and know that everything is being taken care of in your higher good? Wouldn't it be nice just to allow yourself to feel the relief of just enjoying life the way that it is and trusting the unknown and just letting it play out, and just to find appreciation for every little thing that's going on without having the thought of how it's going to be processed into your mind? Wouldn't it be nice to allow yourself to do that? The real question is, don't you think you deserve that? Don't you feel that you deserve some relief from being in control of everything? Or don't you feel that you deserve to just have a little joy and appreciation into your life to the point that it allows you to embody true happiness and wholeness in this very moment? We all deserve everything that we ask for in life, and we all deserve that relief of knowing that we already know what's ours, but also we don't have to make the how happen. Wouldn't it be nice that we have so many different jobs already in this physical plane? Wouldn't it be nice just to let that one thing go and just to let it play out the way that it needs to, in the way that it wants to? Understand this. The universe wants what's best for you. That's why the universe created you. It's here to guide you and give you everything that you want and ask for. But do you love yourself enough to let the universe do its job? Do you love yourself enough to actually allow yourself to just be happy in this moment and know that you have it all? It doesn't have to physically be here, but just to know that you have it all. That's that feeling that you seek anyways. Even if we do physically have it, we just seek the feeling of having it. So why can't we just have that feeling now? Wouldn't that be nice to allow yourself to do that? Don't you think you at least deserve that? We don't allow ourselves to feel joy, I've learned. It's because we believe that we have to make everything happen. And therefore that causes stress. That causes frustration. That leads us to a state of depression. I know a lot of people in my family who suffer from depression. My grandmother suffers from depression. And she just thinks she doesn't have control over anything. And I'm not saying this to bash on her. I'm just being real. This is my experience. But she thinks she doesn't have control over anything. Anything. And she feels very pity for herself. And I'm like, that's not a road I want to go down. And I chose to commit to this understanding of the universe and understanding that I already have what I want. I'm already the power of it. I already commanded it into my universe. All I need to do is sit back and relax. And here's the last thing I want to share with you. A lot of people think they always have to keep moving and being in action. Here's the thing. Things come into your physical reality from the spiritual world, the invisible world, a lot more quicker when you're relaxing. It's true. I've witnessed it. When you're relaxing, when you're at ease, when you're still, that's when everything can just flow. Just think about it. Example, for water. Water flows. It just flows with the wind. It flows with the current of the earth. It just goes. It does its thing. It's in harmony. It's not going against the current. When you see water go against the current, it starts creating damage. That's because it's resisting. It's going against the current. But when you see water flow, it's just flowing. It's so still that it just leads it to multiple different places throughout the entire earth. That's how our energy needs to be. That's how we need to be. When we are in that state of consistent flow and stillness, that energy that we have asked for, the things that we have asked for, have to be a vibration first and an energy. And that energy has to flow through us first in order for it to manifest it or flourish into our physical reality. So when we're still and relaxed, that's how things can just flow. The energy, the vibration of the good feeling that we want when we do receive it already is like tingling within us. And all of a sudden, you know, as it does, we're just flowing with life because we're in that current, and all of a sudden things just start coming to us. Now is the time to be like a spider. I know this is a weird analogy, but hear me out. Now is the time to be like a spider. Well, what does a spider do? When it creates his web, it doesn't go out chasing things. It lets things come to it. Things come to its web. All the food it needs, all the things it wants, it comes to its web. It doesn't go out and chase things. It doesn't go out and seek things. It finds a still place where it can make its creation and allows things to come to it. Creatures, animals, insects, they teach us a lot. So be aware of them. They teach us so much, but that is true. We have to be still and not chase. Stop chasing and allow things to flow through us and to us, for us. That's just how it works. The how is not your position. The how is the universe position. Your only position is to be so damn appreciative and in love with this little moments that we have right here, right now, with the things that we already have. Because when you're grateful for what you already have, more things just flow to you. And the universe wants to give you more when you're grateful. The universe doesn't want to give more to someone who's not grateful. The universe wants to give more to someone who's in love with the creation that the universe has made. It's just how it works. So the how is not in your position. The only position that you have to be is relaxed, still, grateful, and joyful. So until then, you guys, I'll see you on the next one. Realize that you're so powerful that all you have to do is relax and let things work in your favor. So until then, also keep asking for big things. Even if they seem like they're impossible, ask for those big things, because there's nothing too big for this universe to create for you and for what you want. So until then, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. I love you dearly. Subscribe to my channel, like this video if it's beneficial, share it as well, and also hit that notification button for new videos every single day. Until then, you guys, stay blissful, remain authentic. Namaste.